Lunch Money Lambert, Jeff Malott. Welcome to the Kayak Bass Nation. Yeah. Welcome to the Kayak Bass Nation. Kayak Bass Nation. Hey. Welcome to the Kayak Bass Nation. Welcome to the Kayak Bass Nation. Welcome to the Kayak Bass Nation, where we talk about fishing and competition. It's your boy Ox Pippin, aka Ox Fishing. Don't come over here tripping. Hey, hope you enjoy the show. Jeff Malott, Lunch Money Lambert, Lego. Hey, welcome to the Kayak Bass Nation. Kayak Bass Nation. Welcome to the Kayak Bass Nation. Kayak Bass Nation. Hey, welcome to the Kayak Bass Nation. Welcome to the Kayak Bass Nation. Welcome to the Kayak Bass Nation.
All right, what is up, everybody? Welcome to KBN Live, to the Christmas special spectacular. What's up, Ryan? You looking good over there, man?
I can't believe it, man. I can't believe this is happening.
All these guys, these two guys in one place. I can't believe we locked down Clifton, Allen, and Conrad Binetti.
I knew, I was watching the news, and when they said that Venus and Uranus was going to line up, I knew it was going to happen tonight. And sure enough, both these guys, extremely busy schedules. They cleared them to be here with us tonight. So we're going to have a good time.
Two, I'd call them KBN legends in the short time we've been around. So it's good to have them on here. Those guys make it entertaining. It's going to be a good time, and we're going to have fun with it, man. Before we get them on, though, first we got to talk about your outfit. You're looking good over there.
Well, thank you. It's 100% polyester. It's not breathable at all. So,
good.
Feeling festive.
I couldn't dig out a Christmas hat, but I did have my Santa mug filled with Western Sun. So we're good to go. Appreciate Western Sun.
I had a beard to go with this somewhere, but I can't find it, much like my real beard. I can't find it either, but we're going to get there. So as Jeff said, we've got these two huge personalities. They, arguably have the biggest egos in the game. They also have the smallest national tournament resumes in the game. Can't wait to hear their takes on everything, fishing, life, political views, probably not that, social interactions. Let's bring them on. Let's kick it off, Jeff. I'm ready to see it.
Yeah. Before we get going, we had a little bit we wanted to talk about, didn't we?
I don't know.
Yeah. Little teaser dropped about a week ago.
Oh, are we gonna do that now?
Yeah, right now before we
okay. Oh well, all right then. Proceed, sir.
Right, so about a week ago, a little teaser came out. Some people saw the teaser for the Kayak Fishing Network. A little bit of confusion. People didn't know what it was. Well, we're going to tell you. We're going to drop a little more info on that tonight, and maybe even give away a little membership after we explain what it is. But a little project that's going on. We're going to bring you a new education-based website with education, entertainment, and a little bit of community over on self-contained community over on the website too. And it's going to be, I guess you'd call it maybe along the lines of a Bash U of kayak fishing. Would that be fair to say?
It's going to be like Bash U, except a little less. I don't want to say PC, but we're going to try to integrate some of the social functions of kayak fishing. Me personally, I want to cover some of the behind the scenes stuff at these bigger tournaments and show you what it's like, on Seminole at the campground, hanging out till 2:00 in the morning. Like we want to kind of bring people into the sport. Everybody has a million questions when they first get started. And even if they've been doing it for a couple of years, how to rig kayaks, read depth finders, break down a lake, but also what the tournaments are like too. And we have, I think, probably the most complete line of contributors from coast to coast, from freshwater to saltwater. Jeff, if you want to go through a few of those and let them know who we got on the roster.
Yeah, it's going to be, like I said, a subscription-based service, low cost. We'll get into some of that pricing later, but we're going to give away an annual membership right here tonight. We'll get into how we're going to do that. Basically, just share the stream, like and share the stream. Get over and like the Kayak Fishing Network Facebook page, and we'll pick that winner later on. But yeah, the roster is full of saltwater and freshwater anglers, some of the best in the business. On the freshwater side, you're talking exclusive content from Russ Snyder's, Guillermo Gonzalez, Ryan, you're in there.
Greg Blanchard, that guy, you heard of him?
Smith. Yeah, I mean, it's just on and on. Ad hoc folks that are throwing in videos here and there. It's going to be an unbelievable library of content. Jay Wallen's in there. He's got some dope stuff he's already put in. That will be putting out little teasers too soon. We're going to be going live in January with that. It's going to be a great resource for kayak anglers, so we're going to be excited about that. So get over and check that out. Matt
Van, Rob Will Valderay, Brandon Barton on the salt side. We're going to try to give you, some good production quality content, but also, if you and your family are taking a vacation somewhere and you've never fished salt before, you can go to the site, search Brandon, Matt Van, or you can search by topic, what you're looking for. Same, like if you've never caught a smallmouth before, type in smallmouth and you'll see, the list of videos for smallmouth tips and tricks. So we're hoping it does well. And we'll also be taking suggestions. If there's anything that, new anglers or experienced anglers are interested in, throw it out there and we'll put it on the list to answer your requests.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be $4.99 a month for the subscription service. So basically the cost of a Chick-fil-A sandwich, and you can get in there and get tips and techniques from the best anglers in the game. So it's going to be well worth it. Good value. So get over and check that out, guys. That's enough about that. Any other topics we want to touch on before we get these boys in here, Ryan? I know there's no bass schedule yet, but I think there's a lot to that more than just meets the eye.
I don't know. I heard it. I heard it's close, but 2021 starts here in a few days. So
I don't know that. I just think maybe they're still dealing with if they're going to have the Classic or not. Reschedule that so they may have.
I don't know if the Classic's the issue. I know they were trying to nail down. There was one last municipality that kind of was back or forth. I don't know. I think we're going to see. I think we'll see something in the next couple of weeks. Hopefully. Cool.
All right. We're going to take a quick little pause here and get these boys in the queue, and then we'll be right back with the Barbarian and the People's Champ. You ready, Ryan?
Let's go.
All right. What is up, boys?
What's up, the nation?
Yeah.
How you doing, guys?
People's Champ and the Barbarian in the house.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Conrad likes this.
Conrad likes it. Are we going to talk in the third person all night? That'd be excellent.
All right, Katie. Mark that one off the bingo board.
Binetti's really liking this.
Yeah. If you guys saw earlier, Katie came up with a KBN bingo game that I'm not exactly sure how it works. She's going to keep up with that. And if someone actually calls bingo, I'll send you a 4-pack of KBN decals. Invaluable, priceless KBN
I think
decals.
that's her personal board.
Personal board? Okay. Well, she'll be getting those then. So I don't know. It's going to be fun.
So Katie wins by default.
She wins by default. She's earned it anyway.
Yeah. Proud of you.
So, all right. Yeah, we got people in the comments already. We got over 100 people on the live stream right now. Came in just for these two guys. You guys, among a few others, but especially you two guys make KBN what it is with some of the entertainment value that we have in there. So we just wanted to have you on and talk a little bit about that. Get to know the real Conrad and the real Clifton.
Let's do it.
Of course.
Let's do it. Yeah. I want to start with Clifton, man. I know Ryan's got some stuff too, but I want to start with Clifton. People's Champ.
So before we get started, I have a Christmas gift for the biggest hateful comment towards me.
Okay.
Can I win it?
So I get to choose that. After this is over, I'll go back and look at the comments, and whoever that is, I can request your address, and I'll send you a Christmas gift.
You gonna tell what the gift is?
Very nice.
Signed Michael Iaconelli book, and I'll put a little something extra in there for you.
All right. That's crazy.
I'll autograph a V-neck.
I thought you were about to. Man, this is the price is going up here. Congratulations, guys. Good
Grab
job.
V-neck. You got it.
An autographed V-neck and a signed book.
Oh wow. Oh
The
wow.
gift that keeps on giving, everyone.
I was
Dang.
afraid you were gonna give away that Hoover autographed hat I got for you, Clifton. I was about to be really upset.
Actually, I was thinking about giving 2, and that was going to be the second one.
No, you can't. You can't. I risked my life for that. That was my last national championship there.
So Clifton, tell us, man, People's Champ, where's that title come from? How do you earn a title like that?
Man, so it started really as a Texas thing. For some reason, the Texas kayak scene is way different than the rest of the country. A lot of people down here don't like to really speak their opinions on certain topics, and I don't have a problem with that. So I was talking to a group of guys one day, and I said, I'll speak for everybody.
Chivalry's not dead.
People are killing my inbox, agreeing with me on stuff, but just not open. So one dude said, so basically you're the people's champ, and I took it and ran with it.
You wear it proud.
Look how far you've made it.
I do.
So when you found KBN, that was a match made in heaven, pretty much. At least for a while. It was touch and go for a while, wasn't it, Ryan?
But Clifton was one of the I mean, like Game of Thrones, Clifton was one of the first band. Like he was out there in the cold with us. He got his ass kicked out pretty quick too. So he was also one of the first to jump on KBN back in the day. So we appreciate you coming in here.
Yeah, he was also the first one banned from KBN.
He is also the first one banned. Yes. Congrats, buddy. But he's back now and he's reformed and we've helped Clifton change part of his internet life, and I'm proud of that. So
I'm a changed person.
Yeah. Bringing the flavor. I like it. And your brother too. We don't leave out John. He comes in hot. He doesn't do the same high quality live videos, but he comes in hot with some good stuff.
John got on one Saturday, didn't he? Who was in charge of him?
He got on what?
I don't know. He got on something. Did you see his posts?
It must have been some chick at the bar because he didn't catch no food.
I don't know. I mean, I ain't trying to blast John or nothing, but I think she's around 54 if reports are correct.
Like I said, chick at the bar.
I can't wait to get out there for the classic. I hope it happens because I want to hang out with y'all. If not, I'm probably just going to go out there and hang out with y'all anyway.
Yep. We can do that.
And we're coming down in a few weeks, Clifton. So I'm gonna hit you up and hopefully you can come out and meet up. I'm coming down for work here in a few weeks. So
I'll go pre-fishing with you.
Yeah. Give me some juice on. We're gonna talk about Louisville here in a little bit.
No. All right. Tell us about you, Conrad. We know the online persona. We know the Barbarian holding people's heads and swords and giant aluminum states. Tell us how you got started in all this.
Kayak bass fishing. I mean, I started fishing when I was a kid, just a real early age. Always like going off, doing different things, man, just doing it different than everybody else. Came down to Florida and got into saltwater kayak bass fishing in 2000, like early 2000s when I first moved here. Won a DOA tournament, inshore tournament. Won an ocean kayak, and that was it, man. The rest was history after that. Just really got deep into it.
So you're from New York originally, correct?
Yep, the Bronx.
The Bronx. That's what I thought. I got you. What part of Florida are you in now?
Stewart, South Florida. It's more saltwater. It's more saltwater inshore, really offshore. Sailfish capital of the world, snook capital of the world. So, I mean, bass fish, closest bass fishing, a good Okeechobee is about an hour. Fellsmere, Kenansville, hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes away. So, they're around, but the lakes are a little bit of a drive every time. It's nothing close. Everglades, another hour and a half down to the Glades. Miami peacock bass fishing, that's about 2 hours from me. So everything's kind of a little bit of a distance. Saltwater's right outside the back door. You know what I mean?
But you choose bass, and you want to dominate the bass fishing.
Yeah, I mean, it's the most I think, competitive out of the fishing world as far as just getting on the water, and they do some inshore snook tournaments, which I've partaken in. But bass fishing seems to be. I mean, well, look, we're talking here on KBN Live. You know what I mean?
Who would have thought?
Hey,
Yeah, you know what I mean? So,
do you talk the same kind of noise over there on the salt side? Any heads cut off over there?
yeah, I've done decent in the saltwater as well. So yeah, a few heads got lopped off on that.
Oh man. So we first came to know you in the KBBBT bracket tour.
Right.
Had you? I mean, what were you doing before that? Like, who was Conrad before we found out about you on the interweb?
Just online, man. I mean, with my work and stuff, I didn't have much opportunity. There's not much going on in Florida with the live events. I mean, and we're in a spot where we always got to travel to. I mean, down in South Florida to get out of Florida, you're looking 6 hours, and there's not much kayak anglers in Florida about. So as far as live events like a trail, there really ain't much going on down here as far as a trail series. So it's coming about now. It's starting to gain some steam, but before it really wasn't. So online was the easiest route to go, especially with work. And that was it, man. Like you say, the bodies of water we have down here with Kenansville and Fellsmere, you can compete with those bodies of water. It's changed now a little bit, but you can compete. You know what I mean?
But headwaters. Go ahead. Sorry.
Isn't Fellsmere like the bass fishing mecca?
I don't think so, but you have guys that'll. I mean, yeah, and in a bass with the way it's situated, we got the kayakers had 3 miles of a front square to fish. Now it's all open to bass boats and everything. To get down to the enhanced area out of a kayak, you're looking at 4.5 to 5 miles to get down into where these bass boats are going. So you'll go on the Fellsmere page and you'll see these giants being put up. But most of that's happening down the enhanced area right now.
But the enhanced area was off limits pre-ramp opening, correct?
Yes, that was off limits.
I know some guys and some tall blonde girls fished the enhanced area and caught some giants. But as far as like on paper for tournaments legally, the enhanced area was completely off limits. But that's open now that the ramp has opened at Headwaters. Right.
See, the fish back there were still pretty stupid when it opened. See, the fish in that front area were being hit by kayakers for the last, I don't know how many years, and they got beat up pretty good. So right now, most of the kayakers are still fishing that front 3 miles, which is the same water we've been fishing for a long time. So, unless you want to stretch your legs and go take that 4 to 5 mile paddle or just head down that way.
I like the South Canal on the border of the enhanced area. That little area there, I mean, literally, you can troll a chatterbait behind your kayak, and they're coming out in that canal and just freaking drilling it. I'll have a good memories there for sure.
It's a major boat thoroughfare, and a lot of boats go through there, so that has changed. The bass aren't like they used to be in there. They've kind of scattered now.
Are you seeing motors being more in play now at Headwaters for kayaks specifically? Not bass boats, obviously.
Yeah. It definitely a necessity. I mean, if you want to get down to those areas, definitely have a trolling motor, torpedoes, obviously. I got a Minn Kota Riptide off the back of mine with a 100 amp hour amped battery. I mean, that gets me to where I want to go.
Clifton, let me ask you this. Florida, Florida's got a lot of people, a lot of anglers. I'm guessing probably the saltwater scene cuts into why there's not a lot of as many bass tournaments down there, because Texas has a lot of people, but it's loaded with 100 different live tournament leagues. So if Conrad ever wanted to relocate, would you ever welcome him with open arms over to the DFW?
Conrad is welcome in Texas anytime.
I thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Cut from the same cloth, you gentlemen.
So Conrad was originally known as the online king, and
that's online wonder boy, sir.
Wonder boy.
Let's get my hashtags right.
Capitalize that shit. Come on, Clifton.
So since he won that Okeechobee event, I've kind of changed my mind that he's about 75% online, and now he's up to 25% in live person.
Okay.
All right. I got a little chipping away to do with that. We'll see what we can do.
You're welcome in Texas anytime, brother.
I thank you. And you in Florida as well.
Thank you, sir.
That's a question I have, Ryan. Are these boys, you guys going to get out and travel a little bit this year, if you can? Work permitting, outside your respective states.
So my work, I'm a Monday through Friday guy. My wife just graduated nursing school, and her schedule is unfortunately Friday through Monday, 2 p.m. to 10. So if I need to travel, I have to pay for a babysitter, which will probably happen. I do plan on for sure hitting the Broken Bow tournament, Kobe. Outside of that, we'll see what happens.
You need to come over to Dardanelle. Ryan's going to be there.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not that far along tonight, Jeff. I'm not. I am not warm enough to go to Arkansas just yet.
I feel like if I keep mentioning you'll show up. If I keep saying it.
Chase Tanner wants to know when the sleepover is. Clifton, when are you and Conrad having a sleepover?
I'm not familiar with that. That must be some behind the scenes.
Tell Chase
got
this
excited.
isn't Virginia, man. This isn't Virginia. Chill.
Oh boy.
Oh, wow. Goodness. Conrad, tell us a little bit about how. I'm going to guess it's your online persona, maybe your real life persona. I don't know, but you've got quite a unique online presence with some of the shit talking you do and some of the memes you throw out there. Where'd that come from? Is that how'd you create that persona?
I mean, I always played sports growing up, and always had to talk a little trash, but you got to be able to back it up as well. So, usually came out on the top end of things. So I just figured let's bring it into bass fishing, man. Once I became the online wonder boy, it was easy going from there, So, you throw it out there and you hope things go your way, and you talk a little trash and make it exciting, and you cross your fingers and you hope it goes right. You know what I mean? And you don't look like an idiot. So,
I've been on the wrong side of that one quite a few times.
You always have to back it up.
Yep.
Apparently, I don't back it up.
You have to play the odds. If you talk enough trash, you're going to knock 3 or 4 out of the park, or at least to the fence. So that's what you got to fall back on. Clifton, are we going to see you? What national tournaments? And there's several that are coming through the Texas area. What do you have on your list for next year? Speaking of backing it up.
The only one in Texas that I know of is, I don't know any in Texas, but Broken Bow is not far from me. It's in Oklahoma, which is I think it's about 4 hours away from me.
I think Duke said he was running a KBF event in Texas, didn't he, Jeff?
Yeah, he's back in. I think he took Joe Hobbenrich's spot.
Yeah, we're not going to do KBF.
Red River? What are y'all doing? I don't know.
Hey, there's Sam Rayburn. There's a BOS on Sam Rayburn too. There.
I thought there was one in Texas, man. Clifton. Oh, boy.
Yeah, I don't do Chad Hoover event. Sorry.
BOS is AJ's event. That's if you see BOS is on top of KBF. This is a symbolism. Merry Christmas.
AJ's going to have an event on Rayburn?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's in early June.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I can maybe put that on my schedule.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
There's a few up the road from you, Conrad.
Program he runs out there.
What do we got?
Katie
Semple, right?
Yeah. Come to Seminole. Please come to Seminole. Please meet me at Big Jim's.
My next one I plan on is the Tenvitational for in Kissimmee, the Kissimmee chain. I believe you got Brundle and Conant. Maybe Russ Snyder is going to be showing up to that one. Siddiqui. So that should be a good one. I was going to do KAF Kenansville, but I think I'm going to save it for start pre-fishing the Kissimmee chain and get ready for the Tenvitational.
Let me ask you this, Clifton. If Conrad, if he slams the door on that one with all the hammers that are probably going to be down at that, does he get bumped up to 75-25 the other way?
For sure. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he'll definitely be in one of my top angler votes in the nation.
Well, I mean,
not just in
Florida,
I'm in the nation.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely got an advantage over those boys. I mean, even if I was to by chance pull it out, they're still coming down here to our waters. I'm going to start pre-fishing it probably a lot earlier than they are. So, I mean, I know they got experience on
tell
them.
you, man, you may have experience on them, but I don't know what it is, but a couple of those guys are just anointed. They are touched. Like I don't know of anybody on God's earth that has an advantage over Russ Snyder's going into any tournament.
Yeah,
I've never seen anybody fish like him anywhere. Like he has it. If you're looking for that thing, he's got it in his pocket, whatever it is.
That's it. I told the guy earlier, I'm the low budget Russ Snyder's, man. Just tune in.
That screenshot circulated a little bit. I might have saw that one in a couple different group chats.
Yeah, I thought Russ even laughed at that one. He thought that was good.
Oh boy, that's a big shoe to fill there. So to be a poor man's Russ Snyder's, you're gonna have to take that show on the road. It can't be can't be just in Florida. If you want to come fish any of these tournaments up this way, Watts Bar, Pickwick, let me know. We'll get a house. I'll put you up free of charge.
And appreciate the crazy thing, Conrad, is it seems, outside of they said Ryan won the TOC on his home waters, which is really not true at all.
Yeah, that was the third time I'd fished it. It was basically my backyard.
It seems like there's not much of a home field advantage anywhere because everywhere there's a big tournament, somebody from out of town wins, whether it's Texas, Tennessee, whatever.
I'll tell you, Jordan Marshall gave everything he had on winning that one, and he always does. Jordan never half-asses a tournament, but that one, I knew he was going to pull out everything he had. But to win it on your home waters, I mean, the deck is stacked. Like these Guntersville tournaments that happen every spring, I always think I'm going to win, and it never happens. I always finish second or third, and it's usually behind Jody or Garrett Campbell. Like one of those two, they're better at being stubborn than I am. They'll sit there and grind on them all day, but it is tough because when you're fishing your home waters, 40 different options. When you're an out-of-towner coming in, you may only know one or two different options. So they will focus a lot harder on that instead of ramp hopping and jumping around, trying to catch 5 big bites. They'll sit and grind on one spot all day.
I was about to say that locals like to overthink.
Mm-hmm.
Joey Randall commented that Lucas Coley was a local at the Coosa. That is true. He did get it done at the Coosa.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, Lance was local as they get down there.
In general, it doesn't seem to happen. You know what I mean? For God's sakes, Matt Conant won the national championship all the way from Guntersville, all the way from Boston, all the way on Guntersville.
And as far as tournament of the year, like most engaged tournament of the year, that one for me was probably my most engaged because I wanted to see Jackson win that so bad. From keeping up with coverage on it to encouraging him throughout the day, like that's one that I definitely wanted to see go a certain way. So
he set a record in that tournament. He won 4th and 2nd in the same tournament. I do believe. We got some awesome comments flying in. I don't know if you guys can see those on your end. I'll throw a few of them up.
I can't see them at all. I wish I could.
Abel Patino, this is what he called the low budget Russ Snyder's. This was his name for it. The wish app Russ. That's pretty good.
Abe.
That's pretty good.
I wish you, Abe.
He's angling. He's angling for the signed shirt. Remember, these guys promised some prizes for the top comments.
It's a pretty good one.
It was a book, wasn't it? Wasn't it a Mike Iaconelli pamphlet or something?
Mine is a book. His is
a book. Yeah, that's what I meant.
There's a pretty good one regarding the desk behind you, Clifton. You see that?
That's a vintage desk.
Vintage. That's right.
That's straight from
Roll top. Google it.
Right.
There's a piano under there.
That's right. You got that double digit up there too. Don't miss that.
So how did you get into kayak fishing, Clifton?
Man, so I've always fished. I grew up fishing with my dad, stock ponds in West Texas. And then when I hit about 20, I got into the party life and whatnot, so I stopped fishing. So about 10 years ago, a friend of mine overdosed and died.
Oh, wow.
The next day, I turned myself into rehab because I didn't want to be that. and I had to find something to keep me busy. So I thought to myself, what can I do? What can I do? And I thought, I love fishing. I need to get back into fishing. So I bought me a kayak at Academy, a Pescador 12, and I started fishing again. And it slowly just grew on me and grew on me. So that's how I got started back into it.
That's awesome. That saves a lot of people, if you will. I mean, like, that's the best mind clearing. Like, I got into it. I went through a divorce, and that was kind of my outlet myself, was just being out. And I think that's why I like to fish alone, completely alone still today in these tournaments. I don't like anybody around me, because that's kind of my, like, that's my release. That's where I get clarity, is on the water by myself.
And in tournaments, if there's people around me fishing, a lot of times I'll completely leave the area just so I can be alone.
Yep. Same
Powerful
here.
stuff, man. We got some comments coming in talking about how kayak fishing saved them too. Good stuff. And I've heard that story from a few other anglers, a few veterans that I know. Same thing. How they dealt with some PTSD issues. Some other folks with some substance abuse. So that's an awesome story, man. Didn't expect to hear that tonight. That's powerful stuff.
Yes,
I knew it. I knew this would be good. You can't bring Clifton and Conrad into this thing and it not be moving.
Yeah. There is a little bit of reality to this.
Yeah, man. I mean, I know you guys like to have a lot of fun on the page, but you're real people. I've known you for several years, Clifton, and I always tell people that people that don't know you, they're like, "Who's this Clifton guy down in Texas?" Man, I said Clifton's good as gold. He's awesome.
Clifton is good people. Him and John both. I mean, they talk all kinds of shit, but for me personally, those are my favorite people. Like, I love people that get stuff going. I like Conrad. I hate to say it, but I like Conrad because he talks a bunch of trash. Like, that's exciting. And when it comes down to making me want to get up in the morning, it's people like that motivate me to get out of bed and try to go do something instead of just be complacent and get my teeth kicked in by somebody that won't even talk trash to me at the ramp.
That's right.
That's it. It makes things fun. It amplifies the situation. You know what I mean? It makes you try harder. And sometimes you don't even need a reason to try harder, but you got a guy talking trash and saying he's going to beat you, he's going to do this. It's just a different feeling in the air. You know what I mean?
And just like Spider-Man and Batman, you got to have characters in every aspect of life.
For sure.
Right. Of course.
If you don't insult me, you're not my friend.
That's real. So it's a fine line between the two.
Yeah, I once said, especially Conrad, man, it reminded me of a WWE character. Was there any of that involved on purpose? Kind of a WWE villain?
No, I mean, nothing was on purpose. I just, I had a lot of confidence going into it. It was kind of geared towards me, that first bracket, the 64-man bracket. I mean, that 1v1 and, like Ryan says, we got great waters down here. I really put the pieces of the puzzles together on all these waters down here, most of them. And, I just felt confident in it, so I figured, let's change it up. Let's make this fun. Let's get this thing going here and just make it different than talking about blue worms and spinner baits. I mean, we're all doing the same shit. There ain't many secrets anymore. We're all Texas rig worms and chatterbaits, but you can only talk about that for so long. You got to make it entertaining, man. You know what I mean?
Not just chatterbaits, jackhammers.
Hey, that's the truth, Clifton. That is the whole truth right there, for sure.
That's it. And you know what? I'll say this: Ryan and I and some of the other mods, we didn't really know how to take Conrad at it because he kind of came out of nowhere, and we had to take a pause and understand what he was all about. But now, we embrace Conrad and all his glory on the page.
I appreciate that.
And when I got real hot, he came in real hot. If I see 12 notifications that one dude has posted on the page, it's like, okay, we need to.
You gotta have shock and awe, Ryan. It's shock and awe. You know what I mean?
You had it. And we had the conversation. Do we ban Conrad? And I was like, I mean, probably not ban him, but I think if we mute him for a little while, he'll get the picture. I don't want him gone. I just want him to shut up for a minute.
Yeah, I tell you wrong.
No, he didn't. We did. Like I said, we were caught off guard. Didn't know if we were just getting spammed out the joint or not. But now we all kind of understand each other. And Conrad's a made man over on the
made man, gold chain and all.
Yeah. And you know what? He's a good follow on social media in general. Now that we're friends in this political climate, he's quite the follow over there on Facebook.
Yeah, he'll get you on NSA's watch list real quick.
Good stuff over there, brother. Now, Conrad, what do you do in real life, man? I saw, I've seen some pictures over there on your Facebook and stuff, but explain to people what you do in real life.
Florida State Correction Officer.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So
yeah,
cavity search specialist.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, that's good stuff, man. And it's no wonder that you have thick skin, because that's one thing I'll give you both respect, Clifton and Conrad. All the stuff you put out on KBN, I never see you get your feathers ruffled.
Yeah, the way I grew up in the Bronx, man, that's all we did growing up. I mean, bunch of guys together, tearing each other apart, you know what I mean? That's all we did, whether it was just hanging out or being on the field,
My dad gave me thick skin. He was a tough son of a bitch, and then he gave that to me. So that's where mine came from. Plus, Facebook isn't even a real thing. So
that's right. That's the truth. That is the truth.
You need to tell that to some people. There's some thin-skinned folks out there.
Who gave John thick skin?
I know.
Was it you? Who's older? You're older, right? You're the older brother. You're the big brother. You raised John, right?
I'm 10 years older than John.
10 years. Quite a gap there.
Damn, that is a good gap.
Yeah.
So you're an adult, and John's still out there.
I'm a grown ass man. Yes.
He's still sowing his wild oats.
You're not 40 yet, are you? You can't scream that out.
I'll be 40 next year. I'm 39.
Right. I'm a man. I'm 40. Y'all remember that from a few years ago. Yeah. Katie threw in there, up north, we're not afraid to tell it like it is. I'll throw that comment on the screen. Tell us a little bit about the landscape of the clubs in Texas, Clifton, because there is some definite demographic differences between the different clubs, isn't there?
Yeah, I would say so. Wow, this could get real interesting.
No, do it. Hey, that's what we're here for, son. Come on, let's go.
Well, the East Texas group, just a bunch of country dudes, basically, who get together and have a good time at a tournament. They're not really talk shit. Whoever wins a little bit of money wins a little bit of money, and they go home. They're all happy.
Did you say Hoover wins a little bit of money, or whoever wins it?
Whoever.
Okay, sorry.
No, Hoover doesn't fish East Texas.
Oh shit.
The Southeast guys, they just like to drink. They just like to drink vodka and pretty much get fucked up at the tournaments. The North Texas guys, I'm basically a part of North Texas. My thing with North Texas is the North Texas guys don't really like to talk a lot of noise. They're all caught up in their pro staff positions, and they don't want to disappoint people.
They don't want to jeopardize things. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. I can't really have a good time with a lot of those guys because they're all into that pro staff life, and I'm not about that.
Oh shit! This is where we were looking for, Clifton. We hit it. God.
But yeah, there's a big tournament scene in Texas. There's way too many trails. I think in the last month there's been 3 trails pop up. That's why the attendance is low here. All the attendance has dropped. So I don't know what's going to happen with Texas. There's a lot of good fishermen in Texas. I know that, but as far as people attending tournaments, I don't know if it's going to hit above 30 or 35 people this year.
But y'all, what's Cats about out there? That was kind of the driver as far as big tournaments in Texas, correct? I could be wrong. I don't know.
Man, to be honest, I have zero knowledge of Cats.
Okay. All right. Then.
I do know that as of maybe 2 years ago, they still use digital cameras with the SD card to submit fish. So that tells me all I need to know right there.
Wow. I'm going to ask you this, Clifton, because I like your opinions on pretty much everything. What's your opinion on the FlexGate board bending situation?
My opinion is that it should have been a complete disqualification. I think the only reason it was not is because of who it was. The way I see it is money. Money is the power of everything. I know he makes money for the companies that represent him, and I think there's enough money there to sway people not to make the right decision. But
That's fair.
ultimately, I think it should have been a complete disqualification.
I know there was a huge uprising from Texas specifically. We had I can't tell you how many threads were started. Jeff, you may have a better idea of it, but I'd say upwards of a dozen, if not more, threads started over that one, specific issue that happened in Texas from mostly Texas anglers. It seemed like.
Yeah, Cale Lyles is really the creator of the downfall for that.
North Texas guy?
He's an East Texas guy. Actually, I'm not even sure he's really East Texas anymore. He's just kind of a freelancer.
Okay. Free agent.
Yeah.
Conrad, are you familiar with that situation that we're talking about there?
Yeah, I definitely chimed in when it happened.
What do you think? Anything to say after the fact?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The way that board was bent, it seemed like there was definitely something going on there. I don't think that happened by accident. I didn't know how the board was bending like that to begin with.
I still think I still think it was photoshopped by the catchboard people to sell all those metal boards. That's what I think.
You think Duke and Mark Cineros were collaborating, trying to raise catchboard
That's the one that
sales?
makes the most sense in a year of conspiracies.
I feel you.
I do know that the hog trough should be completely eliminated from any sort of kayak bass fishing tournament. It's a trash product and it needs to be eliminated.
Yeah, it's all we had, but it's not anymore.
So as soon as I saw that go down, I went to my garage, propped my hog trough up, and did the exact same thing with it, and it doesn't break. Like it's completely plausible, for that to happen in real life. And the real question is, was there a clearly defined rule that forbade that?
No, there was not.
And at that time there wasn't, and now there is, and I'm glad that tournament series kind of adjusted to that. But at the time, that's kind of the catch-22 of the whole thing.
Right.
Duke Tran chimed in and said, "Hold up, please separate Duke from Duke." Everybody knows who we're talking about. What are you talking about?
I call Duke Tran Deuce in my mind.
Deuce Tran.
So yeah, if I say Duke, then it's not Deuce.
Yeah, and I want to get into some questions from the crowd watching. We've got folks from YouTube and Facebook in here, so it's been a good night. It's been a good crowd holding the whole time. So if you guys have some questions specifically for these folks, please hit us with them, and I'll try to throw them on the screen as quick as I can because they've been coming in hot. I don't know if you saw this comment from Clifton or from Jim Clifton. Let me throw it up here for you. He's out of jail, and in the comments,
we invited. I hate to be an asshole, but we invited Jim Clark to attend this Christmas party, and he wouldn't do it. And I don't know if he has a Tinder date or what, but he was invited to be here, right? Meow.
So me and Jim, we messaged a little bit this week, and he told me to keep it real and that he wishes he could be here with us.
Well, let me tell you,
he could have been here with us. He's got the link.
There's a link in his DMs right now. If you're watching, Jim, click that link and jump in for 5 minutes. We want you
to represent him well.
Okay, you got it. You got his back.
Were most of your DMs nudes or were they words?
Tanning beds?
A couple dick pics, but other than that,
selfies. That's fine. So Jake Fuller, I don't know if you know Jake, but Jake is hilarious. Worked with Wilderness Systems in his past life. He said, "What's the difference between Northeast, South, and West Texas guys in general? Not the clubs, guys in general."
Man, East and West are country people. South people are like Austin people, which are just automatically weird. And North people are pretty much city people.
I thought you'd go with a different adjective, to be honest with you.
No.
Duke said 4 to 6 hours between regions. Deuce said that. I'm sorry.
Deuce.
Yeah.
He did.
I call him Duck.
Duh. Jim's still there. He's in the click that link, Jim. You know you got that link. Click
Don't
it.
be scared, Jim. Come on, Jim. Be Jim.
You didn't even got to talk. Just come in here.
Conrad, has Jim slid in your DMs? Be honest. Be really honest right now.
We've chatted. We've chatted. It's been all we've had some words. He's gotten into it with my buddy a few times.
Who?
Friend of mine always gets into it with him, so they kind of go back and forth. So I kind of got to be the mediator between them two guys.
Who's he getting into it with?
You're talking about the friend,
A buddy of mine,
boyfriend.
about a kid I grew up with. I mean, kind of like a brother I grew up with. So he.
I know who you're talking about. A dude that was kind of like he was talking
Jeff,
shit for you a little bit.
Jeff.
Huh?
Yeah. Jeff. Yeah. I mean, I grew up with that kid from kindergarten. I mean, we were, like I said, like a brother. So he didn't get Jim and the stuff that was coming at me. So he took it like a little too serious, a little too Bronx, New Yorkish. You know what I mean?
Is he still in the Bronx?
No, he actually moved out. He moved to Indiana. He doesn't fish at all. He has like nothing to do. Yeah, he moved to Indiana. He has nothing to do with fishing. He doesn't know anything about it. I took him a couple times when we were kids. He almost drowned. So yeah, that was it for him.
He's just
can't swim.
Pure Conrad PR, huh? That's all he is.
I ain't gonna meet up with him in Indiana. Then I was gonna offer to take him fishing, but I'm not going to Indiana to fish for anything.
Yeah, no, he's typical Bronx, man. He doesn't know anything about the outdoors. He sees the streets, man. That's what he is. He's the streets, man.
Jim said the Bronx bull rider.
I think he's the bull.
Oh boy.
Oh jeez. Deuce wants to ask Jim Clark important questions about East Texas, but we don't want to go there tonight. We're gonna stay off that tonight.
Yeah, I can only imagine what that's about.
Yeah, we're going to stay out there.
Listen, no, I wish for my own personal entertainment that Jim Clark would move to East Texas. I would love to see a shared trailer home in East Texas posted tonight. Please.
That's
where's Jim Clark at?
I'll pay for it. Jim is near Eufaula, so I'll go ahead and tell you, I expect you to see Jim Clark try harder than anyone else on the national trail to qualify for the TOC, because that dude fishes Eufaula all the time. All the little baby alligators he catches, those are on Eufaula. And if AJ allows those to be counted in the TOC, Jim Clark will win the TOC. I'm calling it right now.
Beautiful. A special category maybe for Jim.
It could happen. I don't know. It might.
Yeah. Steve, you see Steve's comment here. Why is Texas the center of kayak cheating? Step your game up.
Steve sent me a text with a picture of a bottle of tequila in the background earlier. So I'm pretty sure I know where Steve's at tonight, and it's not my house. It was someone else's garage.
What did that say? Texas is a center of what?
Oh, kayak cheating.
There it is.
Oh, sorry. I completely missed that. My bad, Jeff.
It really is. And it's a damn shame, to tell you the truth about it.
I mean, it there's not really an argument there. The only person that wasn't in Texas was the board cutter guy.
Yeah. I think he lives there now.
Jeez.
Does he?
Christ.
Did he move there?
I don't know.
Probably Austin.
Who's the board cutter?
He's from Kentucky.
Adam Shepard. You don't remember that name? Yeah, he's from Kentucky.
I forgot we don't name drop on you.
Do you know?
No, we do. Adam Shepard. Adam Shepard was the board cutter.
You want to know the truth? He was Conrad before Conrad, because he was talking all kinds of noise on those victories, but he was cheating to get those victories. He wasn't a real one like Conrad, actually catching those fish.
And what was the tail cutter's name, Clifton?
I don't know. He's got a brother. What's his shit?
John Allen?
No, you don't think that tails.
The other guy with the brother. What was his name?
I can't remember.
I can't remember his name. Anyway, we're not too shy around here.
We digress. None of that happened in the South. Eugene Mora said he's one of those South guys. Eugene gets out and does that a little bit of salt, a little bit of fresh water. Eugene's a good dude down there. He's been posting a lot of those throwing the fish pictures. Good stuff.
Yeah, there's been no cheating in North Texas as of yet that we know of.
That's because of Deuce. He runs a tight ship up there.
Double deuce.
He needs to tighten it up on the hog trough Sharpie lines though. He
Okay,
needs to tighten that shit up a little bit.
you heard it, Deuce.
I've been trying to get.
Can I ask Brian a question?
Yeah, go for it, Conrad.
Yeah, we didn't. What's his opinion on the new KFL that's starting? What's his opinion on that? You too, Mallet. What's your guys' opinion on the KFL?
Well,
Because it's live.
it's coming. Ryan, you want to go first, man?
Huh?
You want to go first? I got my.
Listen. So, I think it's a reach. I don't necessarily know that's the direction the sport was heading. I do like that it's live, and I think that's going to open a lot of guys' eyes on the roster to live tournaments. I think a bunch of people jumped in because it was something new and it was labeled pro before it had actually established any kind of rapport at all across the industry. I've read a lot of feedback from different shops that they're being reached out to for sponsorships on this thing. It will be interested to see how it shakes out. I'll tell you from what I know, which is very little, the Nashville/Tennessee team is stacked to the ceiling. So if I had any dollars to bet, I would pull them out of Bitcoin and I'd put them on the Nashville team because they're about to mop the floor in KFL for what that's worth.
I'll give you my opinion, which is similar, sort of to Ryan's, which is it's something different. So that'll be an interesting to keep an eye on. I think KBBT kind of filled a void right there at the beginning of COVID because there was nothing else going on. So it kind of filled that vacuum there. Right now with KFL kicking off, there is so much coming in the spring of 21 with the BOS and other things happening that I don't know if people realize the time constraints that's going to put on them to be able to do those. Are they just going to dedicate themselves to KFL? I don't know. And then I'll give this out to some of the, I guess we'll call them players. Is it players, anglers?
They got jerseys. They got numbers, Jeff. Call it out. Number 11 is right here.
I know a lot of folks in the industry, I guess you could say, that own shops and different things. Some of you guys need to slow your roll on spamming up these different places trying to get money for the KFL team. All right, so chill out on that. You're bothering folks. Give yourself a bad name. You're gonna get a bad name before you get started. If it goes well, the sponsors will come, but don't.
Of course, I agree 100%.
But good luck to all those guys. There's an Arkansas team, and I'll tell you this is the real truth. This isn't throwing shade on the Arkansas boys, but I've never seen anybody on the Arkansas team at any of the local tournaments do well that I'm aware of. So it'll be something new for them going to the live tournaments.
Right.
I don't know. And I got some red alert breaking news.
Oh, shoot.
Everybody hang on a second.
What is it?
Is Tommy Lauren coming on right now?
Sancho Jim Clark is in the house.
Shut up.
Special guest appearance.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
He showed up. Jim.
This is Christmas. This is Christmas right now. I knew I wore this outfit on purpose.
Jim, you're the original KBN regulator. You had to come in here with these two guys, and you've always kind of controlled the vibe over there. So we appreciate you coming here.
Jim.
I got tired of all the bitch assedness.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Yeah, Dylan Lowry said it's a Christmas miracle. Showed up out of nowhere, out of the ether.
What are you doing tonight, Jim?
Don't worry about it.
I see some marina lights in your background or something. What are you doing? What are you doing out there?
You on the run? Are you on the run? Are you okay? Oh, you're in a car. Okay.
Mark Zuckerberg's trying to track him down. Don't worry about Jim.
I love all of y'all.
Jim,
and everybody watching.
do you want to explain why you've been in jail for a month? Do you want to elaborate on that? Or?
I played the fifth, man.
No?
No, I played the fifth.
Played the
Plead
fifth.
the fifth.
Okay.
All right.
I bet you if
okay.
you'd have done that, you probably wouldn't have been banned. I don't know, but I appreciate the fact that you speak out. That's good
Prison
stuff.
changed me.
It changed you? Jail changed you? Conrad knows about that. You think he's changed man, Conrad?
Yeah, it'll change you when you lose that. When you lose the ability to come on, you know what I mean? Changes your life. You learn fast.
How many buttholes have you seen, Conrad?
Well, that was worth it.
That
That was worth it. Thank you, Jim. Wow. What? Are we talking about at work?
Conrad, don't worry.
Is this an at work question or is this like an in general question?
Both.
both.
Conrad, do you have a Tinder account?
No longer. I did, but no longer.
So can you answer any of the mentioned questions? In any no? In any
No, we're gonna plead
context?
the fifth. We're gonna plead the fifth on that.
Damn.
We're gonna play it smart.
Damn. All right. Okay.
Work
All
for
right.
him.
Okay. All right. That's fair. That's fair.
Fair enough.
So
people are blown away, Ryan.
I
can't
will.
believe all this.
I have a unicorn Target gift card for Conrad if he answers this question.
All right.
Oh, jeez.
It can be at work or on Tinder. I don't care. Just a number. It's fine.
What's the question?
Here's the question.
It was Jim's question. It was Jim's question. Shit. Come on.
I thought you said this question. I thought you had some new
No,
news coming.
literally, this question we're sticking on right now from the Marina parking lot at wherever Jim's at.
Ryan Van Tine says 57 and a half. That's his bet.
And a half. He got a peek at one. That was it. He got one Snapchat 3 seconds long. That was it. No replay.
Bless it.
I feel you, man. It happens.
Yeah.
It happens. We've all been there.
Yeah, awesome. That's the way to come in and close out the end of the show. We're getting up against it. But man, that's epic right there.
I didn't see it going there, but I'm glad you took it there, Jim.
Yeah.
Clifton, what about you, buddy?
One. Clifton's a
different
married
context.
man. 0. Come in with a patch over it.
My.
Oh my goodness.
Straight pink.
All right. Well, Western Sun, it was good having you around. I'm glad I got about a bottle out of it. So
Western Sun ain't going nowhere. I've been fishing the trail with Western Sun for 2-3 years, and they ain't going nowhere.
Hey, Adam's in the comments, Ryan. Adam's in the comments. His vote was at least one. That's what he said. So he's in there. He's interacting with the crowd. So we appreciate it.
At least one. Okay.
You know what's the bad thing? Those two guys right there, Clifton and Conrad, are probably two of the best people in kayak fishing. Then nobody knows it.
That's why they're here right now, Jim.
That's right. We've been trying to get the word out tonight.
Exactly why they're here right now.
My man.
That's right.
Oh, Modelo. Where you at?
buddy.
What are you doing? I thought you pulled a kayak cushion out from under you. That was Mentos.
Eating Mentos and running from the police, it looks like. I don't know.
Yeah.
We're just glad you're here, man.
Yeah.
I don't run.
Jim, are you going to qualify for TOC? Jim Clark, are you going to qualify for TOC?
I'm gonna say that's a strong maybe. That's a strong maybe.
Yes, Jim. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Will you sell me your spots for 2 bottles of Western Sun
I don't
vodka?
fish Eufaula. I don't understand why you think I fish Eufaula all the time. I don't.
I think it's because I see your pictures of you fishing Eufaula all the time, mostly.
You see alligators, they don't all live on Eufaula.
No, I see your DMs with you catching fish on Eufaula.
Those aren't on Eufaula. They don't count.
You're a liar and a booger eater then, Jim. That's how that goes. Man.
Yeah, well, I don't give up. I'll tell you this: Eufaula is not a shallow water fishery. Everybody thinks it is. It's not.
Not.
It's really not. I mean, you might win shallow, but it's not a shallow water fishery.
Deep brush piles. What's the deal?
30 feet, 40 feet, 70 feet.
Ledges, brush piles, but if there's no current, you're done.
Jerk bait.
It's The
I don't
gambler,
care.
garden trail, gambler. Why not? Ain't that right, Conrad?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's a good choice right there.
Conrad, are you going to qualify for Eufaula at the TOC?
I don't know if I'll be able to make any events to qualify for the.
I thought you were coming to Seminole.
It's a possibility. When is Seminole?
February, I do believe. Jeff, fact check me. Katie, actually, I shouldn't even ask Jeff. Katie fact checked me, but I'm pretty confident that it's February.
I'm afraid to click over and shut the whole stream down. So
I think it's early February because Dylan Lowry had to get clearance from his fiancée.
It's like the first week of February, maybe?
Yeah, it's pretty close. Yeah.
Well, the 10 is.
I would definitely qualify for the TOC next year
Let's go.
because Broken Bow is a finesse heaven, and I'm a finesse specialist. So
There you go.
So I will volunteer to provide lodging for anyone that's on this live feed right now if they qualify for the TOC. I'm already qualified for the TOC. I will provide lodging, and then we can do a side bet. We can do a side bet on top of your lodging. Jim, we're staying at your house. All right. Okay.
Ryan, Ashley said I wasn't allowed to stay with you. Sorry, bro.
This is my house.
Ashley, that's the best decision you've ever made aside from marrying Jeff.
Good stuff. Drew Gregory he's been in the comments a little bit, and I think he is kind of packaging up the 10 Invitational / Seminole things. Maybe you can do the same thing, Conrad.
Y'all can ride with each other, Conrad. Jump in with Drew. Throw your kayak. You're a feel free man, correct, Conrad?
That's it. Yes, sir.
Throw your feel free in with Drew, and hopefully, I don't know, Drew, you can answer in the comments. Will your new Drew Gregory edition Crescent be out by then? Will we see you and Conrad duel it out on Seminole?
You can just tie that feel free to the back of the truck. It's got a wheel and the keel.
Wheel and a keel.
It's going to float just as good. Either way, you drag it to Seminole or put it on a trailer. Either way.
There you go. Here's Drew. Drew's in the comments again. He said he's been known to wear a V-neck or two, so he'd be cool.
Oh, damn. Okay.
The V-neck here.
Yeah, that's a dress V-neck. It's got a little extra trim on it.
Goodness. Listen, I want y'all to know it is cold in South Florida. Conrad has a long sleeve shirt on tonight. We talked about this in the lobby. That's how you know it is freezing down there. I was in Miami for the national championship game 3 years ago. I got off the airplane. It was like 47 degrees. There's everybody in Miami in big North Face jackets with a rabbit fur around the hood. Like that was it, man. That was all. That's all South Florida got.
Yeah, we got 30s coming. Like I said, 30s coming on Christmas Day, 33 degrees. So yeah, these, we get it. Not for long. We get it for a couple of weeks, but we
tell everybody what that weather does for a Florida bite.
This time of year it could be very good because that's what pushes in the big females. They kind of, I think that's what gives them the signals to start that move to the shallows. So it can go either way. December, January. I think it's a little more. Sometimes you get a 2 and 3 spawns down here. You get sometimes the bass will spawn 2 and 3 times down here. They say
that on the Tennessee River too. You will get 2 or 3 stages of the spawn, but I will tell you, I fished probably 6 cold weather tournaments in Florida. None of them have been great.
Yeah,
Jake's putting pressure on, man. God.
Are there any
it can go either way.
What'd you say, Clifton?
Are there any hot water lakes in Florida?
They're all hot water.
What do you mean, like spring, like power plant type lakes?
Power plant lakes.
Discharge? Not that I know of. Not that I know of. There could be. I don't know. Maybe Rodman Reservoir might. I don't know. I really don't know.
They're all 2 feet deep and the sun comes out, so they're all hot water pretty quick.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much, right?
Hey, before
I was looking for like contour in these lakes, and they're like, "No, man, it's like
Just
6
a
feet
bowl.
deep from here as far as you can see." I was like, "Oh, okay." They
Just a
said
bowl.
Yep.
speed worm. Throw the speed worm. I don't even know what a speed worm is. Nobody throws that shit up here.
Hey, but before we get out of here, there's a lot of people that want to hear Clifton his opinion on Lake Louisville. So,
Oh, Jesus.
And by a lot of people, he means no one.
there's several people asking for it.
There's a lot of pretty decent lakes in North Texas.
What's the most trash one you could name?
The most trashy people or trashy?
No. I love trashy people. I'm talking about the lake itself, fishing wise.
Lake Louisville is probably the most trashiest lake that there is.
That's exactly what I thought. All right.
So Bass is pretty much trying to relive the KVD 12-pound moment because there is nothing.
Do you think it's going to happen?
There's nothing on Louisville that draws anybody's attention. And actually, to be honest, there's 3 people that fish Louisville regularly that I know.
Do you think Matt Scotch will win Louisville? If you had to pick a winner right now, do you think it'll be Matt Scotch? Honest opinion, Clifton, please.
No, I do not.
Okay. All right, then.
Give me the juice, Clifton.
The only reason he would is because obviously he lives here and he knows the hot spot.
Define hot spots. Would you say it's warm temperature or or there's a lot of fat chicks bathing there? No offense to anyone that's a fat chick bathing there, by the way.
You can do your
I don't want to be sued for
search.
that later.
Do your basic Google search and you'll find where the hot spots are.
Okay.
Everybody is going to be at the hot spot.
I got you.
Like thighs rubbing together?
Yes.
Okay.
Jim, there's some people thinking you're a witness protection over there, brother. But
I'm so scared for Jim right now. I feel like the government's after him. Jim, raise your glasses and blink twice if you need help. 3 times. 3 times. You heard that. East Texas is after him. Let's go. Regulators mount up. Hated 8. Get on your ponies. Let's go. We got to get there right now.
Hey, Katie, anybody hit bingo tonight? I'm going to give these stickers away. Otherwise, I'm just going to make somebody up to give them to.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to wrap this thing up here in a minute. We've been going forever. It's one of our longest shows ever. We're
and it's a beautiful show, and I'm glad everyone attended. Thank you so much.
If you want to catch fish in Texas, for sure, throw a stinker.
If you want to catch fish in Texas, throw a Ned rig on Matt Scotch's spinning rod with straight braid. I'll go ahead and tell you the magic to Texas fish. It don't make a shit how clear that water is. Straight braid, Ned rig, good night.
That's right.
We got people pulling for you, Ryan. You're almost there, they said.
I like I said, I have to wake up tomorrow, so I'm trying to not be almost there.
I don't know if this Western Sun deal is going to It's been a great deal. We're so thankful for it, but we're gonna have to learn how to regulate this.
I'm glad I work with a lot of hospitals that have accomplished liver treatment programs. And I'll say that.
Maybe you can slide off into a closet and get a little IV going, little saline drip. You'll recover quick. You'll be good.
I'm just gonna take a nap and go to Nashville. That's my plan.
Yeah, man. Jason Starley said this is the only KBN broadcast I've watched. Appreciate
Thanks,
it,
Jason. Thank you. I'm glad you abused KBN so much, but this is the first KBN live you've watched.
Yeah, it's been a great show, man. It's been a well over 100 watching the whole time, so it's been a lot of fun.
I'm gonna put this question out to our 3 guests. Name your most anticipated tournament next year. It doesn't matter who's hosting it, online, real life, whatever. We're gonna start with Clifton. Go.
The one that we're fishing in?
Well, I mean, the one that you're fishing in. What's your most anticipated tournament? What do you Lone Star Throwdown?
No, I'm gonna say the Broken Bow Hobie because I'll get to fish against some of the national guys.
All right, fair enough. Conrad?
I'd have to say the Temptational coming up, and obviously KFL, man. KFL versus some of those teams that are going to be coming or will be traveling to. I think that's going to be a hell of a good time.
We'll keep. I promise you, pinky promise, Conrad. I will cover your KFL stuff. All right,
Hey, Conrad, remember the offer I made way back? If you'd hook me up with a KFL jersey, it'd fly behind me back here.
Lambert, you're going to cover my TOC stuff too.
Very cool.
Clifton, listen. If your ass is really gonna fish Broken Bow, I hate it for my work life and my checking account, but I'm gonna come to Broken Bow.
I'm going to be at Broken Bow for sure.
If you will be at Broken Bow, I promise you, I will drink a beer with you at Broken Bow.
Broken Bow is an awesome lake. You guys are going to love it. I'll be there too.
Done. Jim Clark.
I'm gonna say Dardanelle. I know you hate it, but
Man,
Dardanelle is a super, super, super shallow lake. It's super shallow and dirty, and that lake kicked me in the teeth this past year and a few months ago, and it owes me one. So
is that why you want to go back to it? Because it's shallow and dirty? I feel like this is a recurring theme in your life.
it's what I know.
You can't help but try to slide back in. I feel you.
I begged AJ on day 2 to come back next year, and he did. So,
Hey, Ryan, Adam Purcell from Western Sun is in the comments saying, when is Broken Bow? They can make an appearance. Maybe a little KBN gathering at Broken Bow in the hills of Oklahoma.
All right.
In the hills
let's
of
go.
Oklahoma. You man.
Katie, let this gentleman know when Broken Bow is. We're having a Western Sun event. All right. Boop. I'll go. I'm going to shoot some turkeys the week before. I'm not going to pre-fish. I'm going to drink with Clifton the night before the tournament, and we'll get out there and see what happens.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time, man. It's gonna be a good time.
Do it.
And you guys got anything else you want to throw out there before we go? I'm gonna wrap this thing up here in a minute.
I want to say one thing. I would like to tell everybody that if you own a fish finder, 95% of you do not know how to read it. If you do not know how to read it, take it off your damn boat and go fishing, and you'll do a lot damn better than looking at your screen all day.
Put it in my garage next to mine if you want to. I don't care.
That's what I got for you.
All right.
What do you got, Conrad?
Just say thank you for the time, guys. I appreciate it. It's been a fun year, man. It's been fun. I mean, everything that transpired, it was cool. I know a lot of people went through some tough times this year, but we were able to go online and make fishing into entertaining besides, our passion for it. We brought some entertainment to it. It was a great time, and looking forward to 2021, and Merry Christmas to everybody, man. Tight lines.
Thank you for coming on, Conrad. Proud of you.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it.
You kick ass down there. I can't wait to see you outside of Florida.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Sancho, what you got for us, brother?
I just want to say I love all of y'all. Well, some of y'all. If you're ever having a bad day, just hit me up in the comments. Even if you've never talked to me before, hit me in the DMs, and I'll cheer you up. I promise.
Dang right.
Hashtag suntan bed nudes.
Yeah.
You know you like those tanning bed goggles.
I love them, man. I love them. I hope you don't get melanoma, but I like it.
Tape loves them too. He gets a picture every time.
I can vouch for that with Jim. He will do that for you. He's done it for me. I appreciate it.
Amen to that.
Good stuff.
A tan ass is better than no ass all day.
Hey, we're going to try to come back next week with a little best of 2020 show. I won't be very long because I know it's Christmas and New Year's weeks coming up, but we'll try to be back here next Monday and do that. Man, I hope everybody has a wonderful Christmas this week. I'm a federal employee, so I got an extra day off. I'm going to have a good week. Yeah.
I got to work.
So
thank y'all for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I hope y'all enjoyed it as much as I did. Having Clifton and Conrad come on was awesome. Having Jim finally jump in after Jeff has sent him a million messages trying to get him to cameo. Don't lie, Jim.
Sliding in them DMs.
Screenshot.
Sliding in them DMs.
Love it.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Hey, nothing but love for everybody. Awesome show. A lot of fun. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho's.
Enjoy your family.
Keep
Good.